Hello survivors, and welcome to another DRG video. In today's video we are doing something completely different. We are not leveling up our weapons a single time. We are going to complete Hazard 3 with level 1 weapons. Now in order for this to work we are going to have to get quite a bit of gold, because we are going to hope and pray we don't actually get level up. So we need to try and get as much gold as quickly as possible, so hopefully we don't ruin the run before we even get anything. So let's hope and pray. There we go, perfect. So let's get the most amount of gold we can get. We're going to spend all of it in the shop. The only thing we can't do is use up Nitra, because Nitra is to level up weapons, whereas gold is general upgrades. So we're going to use a lot of gold. We are going to spend a lot of the gold in the level up shop and also on rerolls. Nitra, we're going to hope we get things like the not the reduced anything. We're going to hope we get nitrogenic powder, and that's the only thing we can really use Nitra for. And then we're going to try to go a little bit slower and talk about our choices. So over here, nothing really calls out to us. Weapon wise, we will go with the boomstick. Probably, or I don't know, it's between the high caliber or the jury rigged boomstick. I think because we will have enemies quite close to us, the boomstick's going to be a little bit better. I think the M1000 needs quite a bit of investment to make it that much better. So let's grab the boomstick and see if that works. You know, we don't really have too many great choices over there. The same works with that, the drone, the arse one, needs overclocks to be really good. It does need the behavior module overclock to make it attack enemies, or at least I feel that way. That's not necessarily true, but that's what I want. Now over here we can only go for the reload speed. As you can see, we've got two options to level up our weapons, and since we're doing a level 1 weapon run, we have to have the reload speed. We don't have a choice into picking anything else. Now over here we did walk a little bit to the side, spent a little bit more time trying to get this. We did want to get some kills with the drop pod, and over here we could go for increased drop chance, but because we got the nitrogenic powder, because we are going to be stacking nitra, we can grab this. It's going to give us a whack ton of critical strike chance, so we could probably land up hitting over 200% crit. And unfortunately over here we do have to go with the status effect damage. Now we are going to keep our gold for rerolls. We aren't going to reroll unless we have to, and we're just going to hope and pray that we never do have to the entire run, because I do want to use all the gold in the shop. So let's keep going. Got to get everything we can to get the most amount of gold as well, because that's going to give us more rerolls. That's going to give us more options in the shop. So let's go and do that. Killing ourselves. Reload speed's the only choice we've got over here. So we'll talk more about the options when we actually get multiple options. But if we don't get multiple options, we can't really do much about that. We kind of just got to take what's given to us. So between crit chance and crit damage, because we've got the nitrogenic powder, we've already got quite a decent amount of crit damage. I think we're going to go with the crit chance for now. That's going to allow us to hit the 100% a bit earlier. It is also a rarer upgrade. Same thing for over here. There's no point in going for the movement speed. 2% really doesn't feel that great, but the 20% increased damage is massive, so we are going to go with that instead. There is no other way for us to get damage besides for those upgrades, so getting anything like damage, reload speed and fire rate are going to be massive in this run. So we're hoping for things like that. So I'm much happier going for that than that 2% movement speed. Alright, just farming up some nitra over here while killing the elite. I want that bug. We're gonna go and get him. 2 of them. There's 3 of them. because that's gold and nitro, so we do have to do that. And we do have to keep at least 15 gold on us at all times. So even if we spend gold now in the shop, we do need to keep 15 gold on us because we don't want things like this. Now, crit chance over here is fantastic, but damage is far and few, and we need damage on our guns, so we are going to go for the damage over here. Pickup radius is a bit meh, we can just run over it to get it, so we're going to go for the damage. We need damage, there's no other source of it on our weapons except for things like that, so we need to grab it as quickly as possible. And here's a good example, we have no level up, so we need to reroll. There we get our crit chance, crit damage, and mining speed. We're going to go with the crit damage this time because it's rarer than the crit chance and because we've already picked up quite a bit of that crit chance so far. And now we're just going to make our way over to the drop pod, grabbing ourselves some movement speed. That's really nice. It does help getting some movement speed, but the common one is just, it feels bad. So getting ourselves a rare one is actually a lot better. No healing needed, which is fantastic, so we don't really waste any gold on that. We do get a beautiful fire rate and damage over here. Does that leave us with 15? It doesn't, and we are close to a level up. So this is going to be a little bit risky, but I think we do need it, so we need to try and get ourselves as much gold as possible. Hopefully we land on, oh, there we go. That's just beautiful, you know, RNG at its best, landing us on some gold. So we are super happy over there. We've also got the flowers this time, so we just need to collect 6 of them. We've already got 3, so let's go grab ourselves some of those. Some juicy nitro over here, definitely going to make it easier for us to crit. And then we can do a couple of things here. So cryo grenade would have been a fantastic one to go for, but grabbing ourselves the Drac plasma carbine is actually fantastic. I don't have it overclocked, not that it really matters in this video, but what happens is this does bounce between enemies, so it is probably one of the best weapons on the scout right now for us to use because of bouncing off of everything. So that's going to be really good for us for damage. There is a flower up here, so let's go and grab that. Great.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
And then we just need 2 more flowers so that we at least have the reload. I don't really want to take damage like that, so I got to kind of stay more safe than what I have been.
Get the landing zone cleared.
We do have a landing zone available as well. And you can see when you do have a lot of the skill tree up and running, it doesn't feel so bad just playing the game any way you want to. So it does become quite a bit easier. Everything under Hazard 5 becomes really a lot easier. Although in saying that, the final boss will still be a little bit of a mission. He won't die that quickly. Over here, the only choice we have is max HP, so we are going to grab it. Again, we don't have the gold to really decide, okay, I want to grab this instead. We kind of just got to go with what we're given for now. Maybe a little bit later, we will be able to make better choices for ourselves. So over here, we could, I really wish you could re-roll the supply pod at least once, because these shield belts for now aren't really that fantastic. We're going to grab the XP scanner just because why not. Then over here again, we spoke about movement speed. We said movement speed, the common one is trash, so we are going to go with the common crit chance. Although we do work off of nitrogenic powder, getting ourselves some basic crit chance still really makes a big difference. Alright, re-rolling over there, we only get the max health option. I do need those 2 flowers before we level up again because our gold is really low. I guess we can just mine the gold over here, but now we are going to get more XP because of the XP scanner. Not really that big of a problem. The shotgun really deals a lot of damage. Surprisingly, I don't know why we haven't like overclocked it before, like mained the shotgun. Maybe we need to do that for a video in the future. Alright, some reload speed over there. Nothing choice-wise to pick either. You know, we kind of stuck with that choice. I'm still looking. Ah, there's a flower. That's fantastic. Grab that. Kill these guys. Cool. And then we just need one more flower. I don't think we're going to find one, but hopefully we can. We should be able to find one relatively easy. Let's go and get it. Ooh, there's a lot more gold over here. We'll grab that with pleasure. Alright, so over here we are going to grab ourselves the fire rate over crit chance. Fire rate and armor are pretty good. Fire rate affects all of our weapons. We're taking that over crit because we do have the nitrogenic powder. Otherwise, I'd be very tempted to grab myself the crits over there. But because we already have such a high crit because of the nitrogenic powder, we can splurge on other upgrades like that fire rate over there. Over here, we're going to grab the armor. Instead, again, movement speed. I wish we could just banish it. We're not going to really run with movement speed unless it is of higher quality. We did already take a movement speed, but we couldn't really take anything else but that movement speed. So there's that as well. Alright, where's it going to put it? The drop pod is below us. That's really good. Over here, I'm taking the critical strike chance, guys. It would make no sense to go movement speed over there. Alright, so we have quite a lot of time over here, so we can farm a little bit of XP. Just run close to that guy, get him to explode, and get us some juicy level. Maybe we can get one more level before we get on this drop pod. Let's see what the XP is like. I don't know, it's going to be close. Nope. Unfortunately. Oh, maybe. No, it didn't work. I didn't even see the gold sitting right there. Alright, so over here we don't really have anything. We've got some mining speed. We can grab that. We can re-roll once and grab one more. I should have just re-rolled instead. But over here we are stuck between either getting ourselves reload speed. Ooh, we actually do need reload speed. So we're going to grab ourselves the reload speed. We haven't had any so far, and that did affect all of the weapons. But now again, same story as last time. We need that gold. Luckily there is some right here. Let's just go and kill these guys first, so we get a reroll. That's going to level us up. And then luckily we didn't get anything we don't need. So we don't need pickup radius or movement speed, so we'll just take the rarer option, which was pickup radius, and that's going to help a little bit, but again, we don't really need it. We're not looking to pick up too much XP anyway. As you can see, it doesn't really matter our level as long as we keep getting a lot of nitra, and as long as we keep getting a lot of gold. We don't need levels because we're just going to get those upgrades. Having the most amount of gold possible, of course, is going to help us because that's just going to give us more options in the shop. But look at the amount of damage the shotgun's doing. I think it's going to be MVP for the run, because it's definitely doing a lot of damage to the, these bugs. Alright, so I think this reload speed really made a big difference. And then we can go for... It's just very pity. I mean, the car grenade's really cool, but it's not going to help us without an overclock. Nuki needs the overclock, so we'll grab the bug taser. It's a little bit of extra status damage in the mix there as well. There we go. Get all those guys to explode for us. Fantastic. Ooh, okay. So this one's a tough one. Reload speed on mediums, that's going to be really big. The crit chance, we're on 86%, so I don't think we need to get more. We're going to go reload speed. Luck, we don't really need it. We need more gold than luck. So we're going to grab the reload speed. That's going to come in handy. That is quite a lot of reload speed over there for our weapons. So that's going to be quite great. Luckily, we've got some gold, so we can re-roll over there. Grab the pickup radius over here. I know I said it's trash, but getting a rare option for it can be quite helpful, especially like in instances like this, where we have to keep running around in circles because we can't really pick up the XP from what they're dropping. Alright, we've got a swarm incoming. We do have the drop pod. We'll drop it on these green guards' head, why not? Fire rate, very, very big here. Much better than the max HP and the movement speed. So a very, very good choice over there for us in terms of available upgrades. And then over here, we can go and grab ourselves the reflex calibrator, sorry. Whenever we take damage, it increases our dodge chance. There is a very good way to get the dodge chance upgrade using that. One of the viewers did mention that you just play on the magma caverns and you just take that upgrade, and then every single time you stand in the magma and you get hit by it, it increases your dodge chance, and you can dodge 100 times in a run just doing that by standing in the magma. And it only gives you about 2 damage or something, so it really doesn't hurt you a lot. And by then, most of the time, you will be dodging a lot of the damage anyway. Now there we went for the mining upgrade. It's just because it was rare and we didn't have many choices. We don't want to, again, spend rerolls on things because that would be a waste. Over here again, we can go with the crit damage instead of everything else, but the reload speed is massive. Yeah, we'll go reload speed. Again, speaking about weapon damage, the reload speed will be a lot better for us. Fire rate, only option we can really go for over there, but that is a good option nonetheless. Alright, so a lot of nitro over here. There is gold on the floor over there as well, but we do want this nitro, so we're going to grab it. He should mine some of this for us because, you know, it's such a good boy. There we go. Good job. Let's go look for more. Ooh, yes, there is more gold. That also gives us the option, if we do find any legendaries, we do have enough gold to grab them now, so that is fantastic. And then he should be dead now. We're going to grab the crit damage over here. That's just extra damage for every time we crit. It's the same as getting flat damage at this point because we are critting so often that getting ourselves crit damage is actually becoming quite useful. And ooh, we actually got a dodge over there. That's quite interesting. And a huge amount of reload speed on medium weapons. Beautiful. Alright, oh, that's not gold. I was like, yes, we got even more gold, but no, we never, unfortunately. 146 nitro, that is pretty big. We're gonna go with the crit damage over, no, actually.
Now this is a rare treat. Let's shake it up.
Alright, it didn't screw us over. We're gonna re-roll over here. We want to get damage for kinetic, that's fine. And we will grab 1 luck, and then we're left with 1 reroll when we level up. Ah, there's gold right here, so we're in a good spot.
Get to it, miner.
Alright, we are in a much better spot now. You can see our damage is increasing. Things still die relatively quickly, which is fantastic. Or at least the scrub bugs do. Scrub bugs. Okay, grab ourselves more gold. Another thing you could do is if we landed up with the gold-tipped, the gold-plated bullets, that would be really good. It does support us in not grabbing or using gold. Of course, we do have to use gold for the re-rolling, but it does give us that damage we wouldn't otherwise have. Of course, except for actually having damage upgrades. So, yes, there is that, but I think if we land up getting the gold-tipped or the gold-plated bullets, then we'll probably be in a worse spot. Don't need the pickup radius. Fire rate is much better, of course, because it affects our weapons, therefore affecting our DPS, making us stronger. Use the explosion bugs to kill things faster. Grab the plus damage over there, over the other upgrades, much better. Alright, we have to go for the crit chance because we're not leveling up our weapons again.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
We did get a big swarm. We're really not getting a lot of breathing room space over here. Damage is much better than the crit chance. We're already over 100% crit, so we're going to grab the 10% damage and go from there. Like I mentioned, we could land up getting quite a lot of crit chance if we wanted to. If we land up getting more Nitra, that would increase our crit chance. But we don't really need the crit chance going over 100%. I really haven't dabbled into it too much. I do know if we keep getting more and more crit chance, it does increase the amount of damage we do. So I don't know if it like just becomes a multi-crit or what the case is, but I don't know the exact wording or what exactly happens. So I can't really say whether or not it's worth it to keep going over 100% instead of investing into other things like more damage and so on and so forth. But it would be interesting to do that, maybe get ourselves to like 200% and compare the damage. But to be able to do that, we would have to go completely for only, you know, crit chance and keep the damage the same and not increase the amount of damage we do to try and get it to be the same thing. Over here, we're going to go with pickup radius. We're already at the 4th wave, so XP isn't really useful. So we're going to grab that for ourselves. We need to get these guys to explode so we don't take damage. That worked pretty well. We also have a drop pod somewhere that we have to go and get, but as you can see, we are struggling. Grab ourselves some mining speed over there. Here's a beautiful Nitra node. A little bit of a small Nitra node, but it's okay. I need to find the dropship right now. It's over here. A lot of XP on the floor here for us, so let's go and grab that. We can only grab the reload speed. Look, you could refresh and get better options, but you could also refresh and get 3 weapon options, and then you're kind of like, oops, I should not have done that, because then you waste 30 gold instead of just 15. Destroy all of this. We took some damage there, not the end of the world. We get a free damage upgrade for it. That destroyed absolutely everything but the elites. That's pretty funny. Oh, there's so many of these exploding dudes. Alright, so this is a really good one. So either we could have gone for the fire rate over here, but we get the minus movement speed. The squinties are going to be fantastic because that's 160 crit chance with 377 crit damage. We do lose a bit of damage overall, but we still get a huge amount of crit and crit chance. Also, we're going to check here because it says we have 70 plus 70% damage. We're going to see what happens if we take this. If it goes to minus 40%, then that makes a whole lot of sense. So we are actually going to go with it. Let's see what happens. So we did go to minus 26 damage instead of minus 40. That doesn't make sense. That's not 30%. So then what it must do is take 30% from the actual skill upgrades. So instead of 10, we'll end up getting 7. That's the only thing I can think of that would make it a weird number like that. That's weird. I don't know. I need someone more big-brained to tell us what's going on over there. But as you can see, huge amounts of damage now. Even though we lost some damage, we do get a lot more going for us because of having the crit chance. We could go for more crit chance, but we don't need it. We're going to go for the reload speed, and we're going to go from there. We did destroy that guy quite quickly as soon as we had the available crits. That was a really good one. Now the only way to mess this whole thing up is if we decide that we want to go and grab the pickled Nitra. If we grabbed pickled Nitra now with 180%, 180 Nitra, we will be griefing ourselves really, really badly. We don't have a lot of status like effect. We've got the electricity, so we don't need to grab that. Critical damage upgrade, that is massive, so we'll be on over 400%. And then we've got one reroll, so 427% crit damage. That was a massive legendary to find, so we are very, very happy with that. There's more Nitra for us, which is fantastic. And we do have to spend gold to try and get, you know, our pay to win console. As you can see, we did find out that the pay to win console makes it so that you pay 10 gold every so many seconds to increase your damage by 100%. So it is a massive increase in damage. Luckily we still have gold, so we can re-roll there. We still got more gold if we level up again, but it does become a lot harder to start leveling up from this point. So we're not too worried about that, but let's just go and grab a little bit more gold just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. We do need slightly more life. Grab that. We should be able to kill this guy relatively quickly as well, so we can grab the gold nodes while we're shooting at him as well. The shotgun does have a knockback effect, which is really nice. There we go, they did. Let's grab this gold. I do want this gold over here as well. Getting ourselves the gold-plated bullets now would probably be the best upgrade we could get. Pickle Nitro, I don't know. There's no way to really comfortably counter the amount of negative movement speed you get. We get up to negative 100% movement speed depending on how much Nitro you have. And there's just, yeah, getting that amount of movement speed, it's just really, really difficult. You don't get a high enough percentage to warrant going for Pickled Nitro. So I think they either need to make the percentage movement speed that you get from it maybe less, so it's less punishing, or something like that. It really feels terrible. Also, something different about Hazard 5, which I never really, you know, concentrated on, is there 4 eggs on Hazard 5, where over here there's 3 eggs only that we need to destroy. So something really interesting, a bit of a trivial knowledge over there in case you never knew, because there's double the amount of elites that you fight after each wave. There's 2 per wave this time, and then there's also 4 eggs that you have to destroy instead of just 3. So, just in case you didn't know that or notice that. Some extra bit of information. Alright, we do have the drop pod over here. We can use it to drop on this dude's head, but we don't really need to do that. Yes, it's a lot of damage. We can try and do it, but it is risky to try and do it. You can end up taking damage while you try and do it, so, you know, we're not going to grab it there. We do get the gold-plated bullets. So that's going to give us, what, 20? No, not 20. What's that, like 18 or so damage, extra damage. But it is extra damage, so that's really, really helpful. We did go from 26 to 45% damage, so that kind of changed the dynamic over there. Get ourselves some luck because there's no other choice. The nice option about playing it this way, one, it's really, really funny and weird and exciting. You know, those upgrades, those passive upgrades that you otherwise would skip over, hold a lot more weight now. But let's go and kill the boss, or let's try and kill the boss. Ooh, something hit him hard there. I mean, this is Hazard 3, so it isn't terribly difficult, but it is still difficult. I have nearly everything maxed in my skill tree, so it does make it a lot easier for myself. I do know if you like just begin the game, this would be a lot more harder, but it does show that you can beat some of the hazards at level 1 weapons, so that is really, really fun. Last level up a week ago for the fire rate, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, the boss is dead and we are off to a new life. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.